Hey Mason Nation, I'm Rashida Mitchell.
And I'm Lauren Poe.
And I'm Diana Caldas from Mason Cable Network.
Here's our top story for today. Sometime next year, we will know whether affirmative action policies will be allowed to continue in regards to college admissions. The Supreme Court hears oral arguments in a lawsuit challenging the limited use of racial and ethnic considerations by the University of Texas. Abigail Fisher is suing the school, accusing it of denying her admission because of her race. She is white. Fisher's UT illegally discriminated against her because she was part of a pool of applicants who were evaluated using criteria that gave extra consideration to Black and Hispanic applicants. The school denies her claim. A decision is expected in the spring or summer of 2013. This is actually close to my heart. You know, here at Mason, we are really diverse, and if it wasn't for that race consideration, or ethnic consideration, or gender, economic background, we wouldn't be as diverse. You know, we walk into a classroom and it looks like the UN. So, you know, who knows what the Supreme Court will decide, but I definitely think, my personal opinion, race is important among the other considerations for college admissions.
Keeping it multicultural.
Exactly. So here's Lauren with more on politics.
Obama's chalking it up to a bad night. That's what the president said about his unexpected poor performance in last week's debate with Mitt Romney in Denver. In an interview with ABC News, Obama said, "Governor Romney had a good night, I had a bad night." Many of the president's supporters wondered why he did not call out Romney on several issues. Those include the former governor's remarks on the 47% of Americans reliant on government support, or his time at Bain Capital, the private equity firm Romney co-founded. Obama believes those omissions will not matter come Election Day. He said, "What's important is the fundamentals of what this race is about haven't changed. Governor Romney went to a lot of trouble to try and hide what his positions are." Tonight, Vice President Joe Biden will have a chance to redeem the president's performance in a debate against the Republican vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan. Now here's Diana with some technology news.
Good afternoon, everybody. For all you PC users out there, Microsoft is changing its ways. CNN Money reports on CEO Steve Ballmer's plan for the tech giant to move away from software as its primary focus. Instead, more time will be spent on hardware, online services, and apps that work together seamlessly across multiple screens and gadgets. In a letter to shareholders, Ballmer says he now sees Microsoft as devices and services company. The company's first personal computer, the Surface tablet, goes on sale October 26th. Ballmer says people should expect more Microsoft-built gadgets in the future. Now for Rashida with some sports.
All right, Mason Athletics. So cross country has their last meet this Friday before their CAAs. Shout out to my roommate Bethany, who finished third overall in the women's race. Men's soccer plays at home this Saturday against William & Mary at 7 p.m. For this week's game of the week, women's volleyball plays at the Rack this Saturday against Delaware at 7 p.m. So make sure you have your Mason ID. You'll get some free food. It'll be a great time. And women's tennis finished their fall season with one flight championship, 2 second-place finishes, and a third. It's a great job to them. Lastly, Mason Madness is this Friday. Come out, support your basketball team. It marks the start of the first practice. So I want to see you there. I'll be there. Starts at 8:30 at the Patriot Center. All right, now for the National League. The Cardinals beat the Nationals 8-0. St. Louis starter Chris Carpenter goes 5+ innings, allowing 7 hits. He walks 2 and strikes out 2. Rookie Pete Kozma hits 3-run homer for the Cards, who lead Washington in the series 2-1. Game 4 will air this afternoon. Now for some NFL news. Redskins' Robert Griffin III should be good to go on Sunday. Bearing any setbacks, the rookie quarterback will take the field for the Redskins when they host the Vikings. Griffin practiced yesterday and showed no effects from a mild concussion suffered last week. He was hit by Falcons linebacker Sean Witherspoon while scrambling on 3rd and goal in Washington's 24-17 loss to Atlanta. Redskins coach Mike Shanahan says he will prepare backup Kirk to start just in case Griffin can't go. So hopefully Griffin will be good to go and won't have any problems.
Yeah.
Right. The NFL world is mourning the passing of defensive tackle Alex Karras, the former Detroit Lions star who died in his home in Los Angeles at age 77. In a statement from the Karras family, he had been suffering from various ailments in recent years. The 4-time Pro Bowler was named a member of the 1960s All-Decade NFL team. Karras was suspended for 1 season by the league after admitting to placing bets on NFL games. After football, Karras moved on to acting and also served as a commentator on Monday Night Football. And here's Diana with entertainment.
Thank you. So the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency details its case against Lance Armstrong. It releases more than 1,000 pages of evidence in the case. The agency says the cyclist was part of the most sophisticated, professionalized, and successful doping program the sport has ever seen. The USADA adds 11 of Armstrong's former teammates testified against him. He has long denied using performance-enhancing drugs. A criminal case against Armstrong could be reopened since federal prosecutors closed it without charges back in February. Now for a few celebrity birthdays. We have actress Joan Cusack is 50.
Woo!
Actor Luke Perry is 46. And as we all know, Emily Deschanel from Bones is 36 today. So happy birthday to all of them. And as we always do, we have a trivia question. And for today's question is, who was the only U.S. president to ever be interviewed by Playboy magazine?
Interviewed by Playboy magazine. I'm going to go with Clinton.
Ah, that was such a good guess.
It would be obvious. How about you? What do you think, Lauren?
Oh, Reagan. Why not?
The answer is actually Jimmy Carter. So,
Hey, Jimmy Carter.
didn't know about that. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in, and I hope you have a good day.